How many guys have you got that are a part of your community thing now?
This morning we have 1,865.
1,865. What are the young guys in your community struggling with a lot at the moment? Because we hear stories of what is it that Gen Z and Gen A, what are the problems that they're finding? But a lot of this is coming from self-reports in survey data, and the kind of surveys that are going to be asked are going to be things to do with their beliefs around the LGBT movement, or whether they support abortion, or whether they're skewing to the left or to the right, or whether they're dating, or whether they're not, and why they're not. But you have like ethnographic, qualitative data. It's the conversations that you see between people when they've kind of got their gloves off a little bit. What are you seeing? What are young guys worried about? What are the problems they're encountering? What are they fearful of at the moment?
It's very difficult for them to find anyone else like them. Only with the newest content creators and communities are they finding like-minded people, and it still isn't really scratching the itch. So, for example, in Vegas, I just did a little meetup with some of my community members, and 15 guys randomly turn up. I didn't even give much notice, but they turned up, and the youngest guy there was 13 years old. He came with his father. They drove for 30 hours to get there. They came from like Ohio, and I only gave the notice about 30 hours before we met as well. So they literally saw the post, got in the car, and drove to come see me. And he was a young killer, 13 years old, only eats red meat. We were all racing each other. He was faster than all of us as well, which was like fucking absurd. I raced him as well, and I wasn't gonna go easy on him.
Yeah,
and he still
twice his age.
Yeah, I had like triple his body weight, which is a bit unfair.
Yeah.
And he said as well, it's like, I think he's getting homeschooled now, but he mentioned when he was in school, he's not going to fit in with anyone. He tried to get a few friends on self-improvement, and he said, like, they kind of got it and watched a few of my videos, but they didn't take it seriously, and they were never going to meditate. It's just, at least with my community, the problem is they don't find other people who are on self-improvement, who aren't being degenerates, who are going to the gym, meditating, journaling, eating clean, not touching plastics and stuff. It's quite like a rare group of people that I've brought together who normally we wouldn't have ever been able to find each other. So at least with my community, the biggest thing is finding like-minded people. But then in general, let's say the average guy who maybe doesn't watch my videos, but who maybe has just discovered them recently, then it's the stereotypical problems that you already know. It's like they're watching porn, they're in video games, they feel like horrible, they're not getting girls.
I looked at, I think you posted a poll a couple of days ago on YouTube Community. It seemed like being awkward and cringe, worrying what people think about me, insecurities, and the way that I look. Those are the things I took away from that.
Yeah. Looks maxing's very popular these days.
What is looks maxing?
It's kind of like you get onto a protocol to look like cuter as a guy. And so I have a free community. We have like 100,000 people in there. I had to make a post and literally saying like, guys, I'm not going to lie, this is kind of gay. These kids are joining, and literally we had about 100 posts a day of guys posting selfies and literally asking like, do I look cute? How could I make my hair look cuter? And I was thinking like, do you guys watch my videos? I'm there in an angry bathrobe, like buzz cut head, and I'm like shouting about, yeah, like, we've got to be strong guys, testosterone. And all these guys are coming in like, how should I make my eyebrows like this or like this? Should I do my hair like this? They really care right now, because like young men are realizing just how important the physical appearance is in the modern dating scene, where it's all judged on Tinder and Instagram. And so there's a huge level of I don't know, need or pain right now for the young guys who basically aren't fitting in with the TikTok boy stereotype that seems to be like the meta of attraction.
You said
days.
Cute. Why do you say cute, not better looking?
That's so what I found is the youngest guys are optimizing for like teenage girl gaze, which is the TikTok boy meta. Once you get to like 21, 22 years old, like you
can be a man.
Yeah, you'll agree with this. It's like women aren't attracted to the cute looking TikTok boy with the fluffy hair and stuff. Any woman who's above like 22, 23 years old isn't looking for a guy like that. But when most of these kids who follow me are 13, 14, 15 years old, they're on Instagram or Snapchat or TikTok, and they see the girls in their classroom who are posting about those TikTok boys. So it seems to be that's
Timothy
like
Chalamet.
I wouldn't know, but
He's the guy from Dune, like the lead actor from Dune. He's like quite a feminine guy, like a skinnier sort of dude,
like hair, like
yeah, big floppy hair.
Yeah.